Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Nicola, hello. Hi, Emma, Angela, Marie, hello. Hi, Julie, Claire, Julie, Carol, Sandy, hello. How is everybody? Hi, Angela. Hi, Amy. Hello. Are we okay? Hi Linda. Linda, thank you for the stars, my lovely. Sophie, good evening. Hi Neil. Hi Carol. Hi Jetta. Hello. Happy weekend. It is. It's Friday. I was about to say, is it the weekend? It is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've just updated the order list, so that is on the page there now, Rachel. So yeah, your name is there. Hello, hello, hello. It's there's a lot going on. There's a lot been happening, so I'll do a quick run through of everything that's going on, and then we'll get started for the evening. So again, it's been an extremely hot day today. I've got the fan on in here, so we're gonna hear that in the background. Hopefully it's not too noisy. If it does get noisy, let me know, but hopefully I can keep it on because it's extremely warm. Oh Sharon, I hope you feel better soon. Bless you. Oh Neil, I hope you enjoy it. First things first, the coming soon section is now available on the website. So it's all in the new in section on the website, which is exciting. Then, so all the new stock is on the website. We have got our summer, not summer sale, sea life sale on the website, which has got lots of sea life themed items and like sea themed items for sale. So that'll be running until the end of June. And then we have our new event up and running, which you can see in our sea themed bit. I've had to put the blue bits behind the board. We may have to bring them forward again, but I've popped them behind for now. So this is our turtley treats. So I'm going to call Sophie and just do a quick demonstration on how this works, because there's 3 stages and I don't want it to be too complicated. So Sophie, are you willing to just run through a quick demonstration on how the game works? Now I will say with this game, it does and will work better if there's quick decisions made. So it is a quick decision game, so I hope that makes sense. I hope you guys that sort of quick decision game you'll understand as we go through. So Sophie, of course, so we're going to do a quick run through. We can open the oysters if you want, or we can bypass that bit. It's up to you, Sophie. Why don't we, I mean, it's up to you. We can open the oysters, that's not a problem. So how it works is, first of all, I'll bring the tray across. So if we go down, so on the tray today we've got a fish, a seahorse and a sea star. So you guys get to pick, you get to pick which one you'd like to see under. So under here are loose pearls. However many loose pearls there are is how many oyster openings you're going to be having. Okay, so green fish, orange seahorse or blue star. You would like the star. So basically I lift up the star. Underneath are 2 pearls, which means you would have 2 oyster openings. Okay, that then is going to be, the amount under there will change for the next person in case they would like to pick that. So 2 pearls means you have got 2 oyster openings. We then bring you back up and you get to pick your turtle. So turtles go from 1 to 12. 1 starts here to 6, then 7 to 12, and I'll just pop it on the turtley treats. They are all different colours, but I suppose you can't actually see that because the board's further away. So which, don't need to do the oysters. Okay, so which number turtle would you like 1 through to 12? Number 9, so that's this one here. So basically take off number 9, and on the back is a little parcel with the jewellery in. Okay, so I will open this now. So number 9, so for your jewellery's here, then gets re-topped back up. So I just dive in this, re-top it, back up again, and it goes straight back on the board. Okay, so your one, if we go down to open him up, in here, oh, I may have wrapped them up a bit too well. Okay, so this would be a bracelet. Okay, so then the item of jewellery in the turtle is your item. So this is the Stars and Hearts bracelet. Now this one will be getting repackaged to go back into the mix, but for today it's just the example. So Stars and Hearts bracelet. We would then open your oysters. So you got 2 pearls, which means you've got 2 oysters. You get to pick whatever oyster openings, like whatever oysters you would like, and you'd get 2 alongside the bracelet. So then we open up the oysters, and then the third stage is the lucky dip. So basically in this bag, if I show you, I've got 2 buckets. One bucket has got the wrapped up jewellery ready to restock, and one bucket has got different cards of mermaids and tridents. So the third stage is I would dive in. Hang on, now if we get a mermaid miracle, it means that you then get to choose whether you'd like to stick with everything you've got, so stick with the pearl colours that you've got, or stick with the jewellery that you've got, or if you would like to change one of those items, if you get a mermaid card you can. So you could either change the colour of the pearls that have come out of the oysters, or you could pick another turtle and then have that item of jewellery what's in the second turtle. Okay, so if you're happy, you can stick with those, or you can swap one of those items if you get a mermaid. If you get a trident, it would mean that you'd get a 10% off code for your next order. So in this case, you have got a mermaid, so then you would get to choose, Sophie, whether you're happy with the pearls or if you'd like to swap the colours, or you can only pick one if you'd like to pick another turtle to have a different item of jewellery. Does that make sense, guys? Right, let me pop that over there, because then we can add that one back in again. I can wrap it back up. You'll swap the pink pearl for a chocolate brown. Perfect. And then you of course tell me what you'd like to do, so pearls on the jewellery and so on. So there's a lot of decisions, a lot of choices, and it's literally all down to you guys. Yeah, so I hope you like it. That is on the website. There is only a certain amount and certain number for each day's live, so it would be, there is dates that you can choose to book in for, so do double check the dates that you if you would like to join in and play that one. What do you think? There's a lot going on, but hopefully as we go it will make sense. Thank you, Sophie. Hopefully I explained that well enough. Everybody who's ordered today, I did do an updated order list just before I came on the live, so hopefully you've found yourself on the order list there. And if you would like to order for today, there are spaces available, and I can do an updated order list once we get to the end of the current order list. We do have all oysters available at the moment. We are running slightly lower on the new and the Expand the Rainbow oysters. At the moment they're still in stock. If they do go out, then they would be out until the next oyster delivery, which is hopefully soon, but we've got lots of mystery and normal oysters in. Okay, so up first today is Janet Perling. Janet, are you here? Trisha, yeah, we can. You just need to, on the, if you order on the website, if you request in the additional comments that you'd like it sent home, we can do that. Do remember to read our terms and conditions on that though. What's going on? Jan, hello. So you'd like a mystery oyster to donate your shells, and you're hoping for lighter icy blue. Now, can I, if I pop that tray there, yeah, that looks okay there. I can then keep the mystery bag on the desk as well. So mystery oyster is one opening, perfect. You'd like to donate your shells and you're hoping for the blue. So if we go down for your mystery oyster, lighter pop there. Oh my gosh! Janet, my lovely, straight away you was hoping for icy blues and you are twinning with two-tonal icy blues there. I love that when that happens. So you was hoping for a colour and that colour came out, my lovely. Now they are both two-tonal here and they do actually look like they're slightly different sizes as well. So if I go through each of the pearls for you and you can have a closer look. So the visually smaller of the two is this one. So you can see it's lighter with a few darker areas. So I'd say that this one is overall lighter of the two with darker splashes. And then the visually larger definitely has more of a darker area to him. So brighter. It goes into that lighter area and then back into the brighter area. Okay, what do you think here, my lovely? So two twinning icy blues, both of which are slightly two-tonal. If I run them through the board, the visually smallest, lighter of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the visually larger, brighter of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. So they are measuring different sizes as well as being slightly different colours there. Swap the smaller one for a lighter icy blue, of course. And then is it the lighter of the blues that you'd like on the jewellery? Is this blue okay here for you? Is that blue okay there? That's perfect. Perfect. Okay, so lighter icy blue on the jewellery. Oh, I didn't get a pen out. Perfect. Janet, I've got that down for you, my lovely. If I pop these in here for you. Thank you for the donations with your shells, my lovely. There we go, that's on there. And I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. And that's safe up there for you. No, Jan, you're very, very welcome. Up next today is Judith Brooks. Judith, are you here? We've changed camera angles again, so this is me staring at the screen, but you've got a sort of side view. So I have to keep remembering to turn. So because we've changed angles, I do apologise if I'm not always looking in the correct direction. Is that smell with the big pearl a light? Oh, I thought that said smell. It says shell, doesn't it? Oh my gosh. Yes, so it actually has run out of battery. So this is the shell, and then the ball inside is a light, so it's a pearl light, but I need to restock the battery to it. But it sort of goes through rainbow colours. It's quite a nice, subtle, it's like not bright light, but it's lovely when it's on, because the shell then sort of reflects it as well. Judith, hello. Judith, you have got one oyster opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? It is a beautiful, it was sent to me by a customer actually, that light, and I thought it's very sea themed, so I can bring it across and pop it on display. Oh, bless you, Sarah. Well, welcome. And Sarah, if you have a look at the order list that's on the page already, you'd be popped at the end there. So it would be, I don't know times, but I think you'd have time to sort out little ones. Judith, mystery oyster, you'd like to donate your shells, and we're going to see what colour. Oh, see what colours come out. So there's. I topped it up just before we started. So the one sort of jumped out. So this one here, or two jumped out, but I put the one that at the back in the bag. So the one that I pulled out, or the one that jumped out. Now I normally give you guys the option if this happens, just because I believe in fate and stuff like that. So is it fate that the oyster that I pulled out, or is it fate with the oyster that jumped out? So I like to give you guys the choice if this happens. So would you like the one that I pulled out, which is this one, or the one that jumped out, which is this one? Pulled out, that's that one there. Okie dokie. I topped the bag up too much, I think, if they're all coming out. So if we go down, if I read back up, donate the shells, and we're going to wait to see what colour comes out. Okay, so your mystery oyster, my lovely. Lighter double pop there. Oh, and sticking with a blue night tonight so far. You've got a gorgeous darker TARDIS blue pearl. Quite a nice size there as well. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so darker TARDIS blue, if I pop them in the sand for you. Judith, what do you think to this one? Now, if you're happy with this one, that's perfect. If you're not happy, that's absolutely fine. We can swap him for you. So if I run him through the board, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He is an 8. You love that one, and you'd like it on the jewellery. Perfect. And no, you're very, very welcome, my lovely. I'm glad you're happy with the colour there. So I'm just popping him in here for you. And on here as well. So if I just write down that we are happy with the blue on there. Okay, Judith, thank you for the donations with your shells then, my lovely. And I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. And I've popped that up there for you. Carol, hello, my lovely. Would you be able to check your emails for me for the opening today, if that's okay? Good evening, Leanne. Hello. Right, up next then today is Ira Rowlands. Ira, are you here? That's a good cup of tea. Always happy with your purchases. You do a fantastic job. Oh, bless you. You're very, very welcome, and thank you, Judith. And Ira, hello. You have got 2 openings altogether. Mystery oysters for you as well, and donate your shells. And you're not sure on the colours. Okay, so we'll wait to see what comes out. Are you hoping for odds or evens at all? Or don't you know? And we're just going to go with it once we see the pearls. Okay, so 2 mystery oysters. If we go down, mystery oyster number 1. Light double pop there. And your first oyster, there's your mother of pearl. And I can see a peeper again here. We have a apple green, hoping for evens. Okay. There's no more in that one. So your first pearl out is a 2-tonal apple green. So he's brighter and lighter as you go around the pearl here. You can already see there, can't you? So as you can see, it gets lighter and then brighter and darker. So 2-tonal apple green there. And then moving on to oyster number 2, which again is your mystery oyster. You've got a lighter pop there. And in here, there's a little bit of flesh on that side, but we can see there's no pearls there. I can see, however, you are twinning. And you're twinning with coral twins. Okay, so there's no more in that one. So if I dry this up for you. What do you think to these? You have got a 2-tonal apple green and twinning coral pearls here. So if you're happy with these, I'll need to know which 2 you would like on your jewellery. And if you're not happy, we can swap them for you. Your 2-tonal apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He is a 6.5. And then your coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. Not a 6.5, he's a 7. And your coral number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. Not a 6.5. Oh, he's not a 7, so he is a 7.5, which means the corals are measuring slightly different sizes to each other. What do you think though, my lovely? Coral on the jewellery, oh perfect, and green on the lobster fitting. Okay, so if I write that down for you, coral on there, and then you'd like to be invoiced for the green on lobster fittings. Okay, so the invoice for the lobster fittings, that will get sent to you over the weekend, and that will go to the email address that's on the order form. Just popping these on here. Thank you for the donations with your shells, my lovely, and I hope that you'll be happy with everything as well once it arrives. And I've popped that safe up there for you as well. It was sent earlier, my lovely Carol. Ira, you're very, very welcome. Perfect. Up next then today is Marcella Hemsworth. Marcella, are you here? It's apparently meant to cool down. So obviously it hit like 33 degrees today. Ugh. I don't do the heat very well. Apparently tomorrow it's going to be like a high of 18, which I'm kind of looking forward to. But I don't know, does that mean it's meant to storm because it's been so hot? Like, it's a drastic change really, isn't it, overnight? But I'm quite looking forward to it cooling down. Lisa, bless you. Thank you for the stars. It's half a heart there with a cup of tea. Marcella, hello. Okay, so you have 2 oyster openings as well, and you would like 1 mystery, 1 new. So 1 mystery and then 1 new. Hoping for dark purple purples. Dark purple pearls. Okay. So if we go down, we'll start with your mystery oyster, I think, here. Donate the shells, perfect. So lighter pop there. 80% chance of rain tomorrow. I mean, it's going to cool us down, isn't it? So first oyster, Marcella, there is your mother of pearl. And in here I can see a darker pearl towards the side here. If I just pop him out. And there's no more in that one. So we've got a darker, he looks like a darker chocolate to start with there. There we go, so darker chocolate pearl, very dark, deep chocolate, like a rich chocolate colour. And then moving on to your new rainbow oyster. Oh, there's one side and the other side. Oh, and in here we've got a darker blue by the looks of it. There's no more in that one. Okay, so if we have a closer look at him, he's a two-tonal TARDIS blue. So he's got the darker and lighter areas, almost like silvery colours to this blue. So if I get this focused, then I can show you the blue here as well. So two-tonal TARDIS blue. You can see it's lighter and darker with almost silvery sections to him. Can you swap both of them to dark purples? Of course you can. Now, dark purples, do you mean a Cadbury purple? Or is it the sort of darker tone to that you're looking for? So these are the Cadbury purple. Are they the colour you're looking for, or is it darker than that? They're perfect. Perfect. Those are yours then, my lovely. If I bring you back up here. Okay, so I'm just popping down that you would like the purples on there. Marcella, I hope you're happy with everything there. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And of course, I hope you're happy with everything, my lovely, once it arrives. You're very, very welcome, my lovely. Carol, basically I can't see the image, so I just need the image again, if that's okay. Up next today is Bronnie Van Leer. Bronnie, are you here? I think that's my first tea since this morning, actually. Gosh darn it, missed half an hour. Oh no, Kelly. I'm fine, thank you. I hope you're well as well. You've only missed a few people's openings, and I sort of went through a mock run through of our Turtley Treats game. Good evening, Suzanne. Not a problem. I hope you're well. Perfect, Carol. Thank you. I haven't seen Bronnie so far today, so I'll call again. If not, we will move on. And if she comes on, we can add her in again. So, Bronnie Van Leer, are you here? If anybody can see her comment, please comment on the comments. That will bring it forward so I can see. And Bronnie, if you're here, please type I'm invisible, because again, that will bring it forward so I can see. Oh really, Neil? Is it that time of year? I am completely off this year with timelines. It is, honestly, yeah. Whew. I'm glad you had a good time though. Was it hot? Strawberry picking? Oh my gosh. I mean, I bet you had an amazing time, but wow, in this heat. Suffering with the heat. Oh, it's been a hot day, honestly. It's Aaron got the dogs a new treat, and it's a cooling treat, and they honestly, we gave it to them, they have not left it alone. It's a ice cream. It's a toy. It's an ice cream that you fill with water and then you freeze, and then you give it to the dogs once it's frozen, and it's got a little hole at the top where you've filled it, so then as it starts to cool down, they're getting cold water as well. So it's a cold toy to play with in their mouth. It then obviously it gives off that water as it melts, so they get to drink and obviously have that coolness. The dogs haven't left it alone. Obviously, they've left little puddles everywhere. They're playing with it. But yeah, they loved it. So that was a good buy. Oh wow, Sarah. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the heat, my lovely. Right, up next then today is Claire Riley. Claire, are you here? Loving the heat. I mean, it's going to get hotter, isn't it? Not this weekend. But it's going to, as the summer comes on, it's going to get hotter, isn't it? Rainy and windy in Glasgow. Oh, bless you, Margaret. I'm currently looking for Claire Riley. Again, Claire, if you're here, please type I'm invisible, because that will bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anybody else can see Claire, please comment on her comments, because that again will bring it forward so I can see. Let me print this one off while I'm just waiting to see if Claire is here. Bum, bum. Okay, last call for Claire. If not, we will move on. And again, if she comes on, we can add her in, but it will be to the end of the order list. Motivation to get up on the days out with kids. It is, however, I prefer a sort of overcast day to go out with the kids, because if it's too hot, I'm like jumping from shade to shade. Honestly, I'm terrible. The kids love it, don't they? But yeah, there's actually, no, my son's light sensitive with his eyes, so he can't actually be in sunlight, like bright sunlight. So to be honest, yeah, we kind of jump from shade to shade together. Oh, bless you, Suzanne. It's kind of the way, isn't it? It's like a school pickup. It won't rain all day, and then it rains at school pickup time, and then it stops again. Right, I haven't seen Claire, so if she does come on, we can add her in again, but it will be to the end of the order list. Which means up next is Sandra Waite. Sandra, are you here? It's different for everyone, isn't it, Sarah? We've all got our little things of what we prefer, don't we? Sandy, hello, and thank you for confirming with the email address there. Now, Sandy, you are the first person today to have a turtley treat. So, let me just change, because obviously we've seen the amount of pearls in the blue. So I'm just changing these around. Just moved back home from Australia to the UK. Oh wow! And they use the hot weather. It's even hotter there in summer. Oh gosh, I bet it is. Bless you. Okay, so if we go down, your first option, Sandy, is, so shall we do this one at a time, if that's okay? So we'll do, because you've got two turtley treats, so we'll do one and then we'll do the next one, if that's okay. So you've got the green fish, the orange seahorse, or the blue sea star. I don't know how to, are they? Ta-da! Which one would you like? The orange one. Okay, so the orange one. Can you guys, hopefully you can see this. If I lift this up, you have got 1, 2. Oh, I might have to get the pearl picker out on this. I didn't think about the runaway pearls. 2 and 3, which means you have got 3 oyster openings there, my lovely. So 3 oyster openings, which is brilliant. Let me bring you back up here. So you get to pick which turtle number you would like. I'll just pop you on this screen. It's 1 through to 12. Again, this screen is just because they're different colours. I don't know if it matters or not. But it's 1 through to 12. However, the numbers are backwards in the photos. Number 1 is here, and then through to number 6, and then number 7 through to number 12. Which one would you like? Mystery Oysters, donate, and number 12. So if we have a look, this is number 12. I'm going to get your item of jewellery out the back, and I'm going to top that up in just a moment. So if we go down to have a look at your item of jewellery, I think I may have wrapped these up too well. There we go. Okay, so in here you have got a cage pendant, and this is the Ribbon of Hope cage pendant. Okay, so with 3 oyster openings, which is really good for a cage pendant because that means you can swap and change the pearls around inside the cage. So as you can see, it's the Ribbon of Hope, so it starts at the bottom here, it goes and loops round, and your pearl sits in the centre. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll do your oyster opening, and then we'll do your lucky dip to see if and what you get there as well. So lots of stages to this one. So, 1, we'll go for the one that jumped out, 2 and 3 oysters. So I'm just going to get these open for you. Would there be certain colours that you're hoping for? Oh wow, you nearly ordered that one. Perfect. So you're happy with the pendant? Right, let's go down to open these up. So oyster number 1. Lighter pop there. And in here, I can see a chocolate bronze to start with. There's no more in that one. So there are no pearl or jewellery swaps allowed. And then of course, if we get a mermaid miracle at the end, you may be able to pick one to swap. So we'll see what comes out for now. So first pearl out is a chocolate bronze. Your second pearl is a clapper. It just means that he's opened up there. So I don't need to pop him. And I can already see a pearl nestled in there. So there's your mother of pearl. And if I have a squidge here, you have a blush pink. There's no more in that one. So a chocolate bronze and a blush pink. And then moving on to oyster number 2, lighter pop there. Oh, and we have a darker pearl here. So there is your mother of pearl. And you've got a dark, deep pearl colour here. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so with this one, he is a darker gunmetal grey. To me, he does look like he's got a slight hint of the midnight blue to him. So chocolate bronze, blush pink and dark midnight blue. I hope you're happy with these. If I just run them through the board for you. Your chocolate bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Blush pink's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the midnight blue's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Okay, so we have got the Ribbon of Hope with the 3 pearl colours. Let's dive in for your lucky dip. So I'm just going to mix them. So I can't see anything, and we have, this one here. So this one means that it is the trident, so that is 10% off your next order, which means that we're sticking with the jewellery and sticking with the pearls there. So I hope you're happy with that one, Sandy. So that's 10% off your next order. So let me just write this down. You will get an email with a 10% off code sent to the email address on the order form, and it will get sent over the weekend. You'll be able to use it straight away, and it also doesn't have an expiry date, so you can hold on to it if you would like to. Pink on the cage, lobster fittings on the other. Just writing that down for you. Okay, perfect. Again, that invoice will get sent for you over the weekend. So you have, very happy, wasn't swapping. Perfect. Right, so I'm just restocking this thing. Okay, so if we go down, you get to pick a green fish. So you've got 2 turtley treats. This is your second one now. Green fish, orange seahorse, or blue sea star. Green fish, orange seahorse, or blue star. They don't all fit on the... actually, I suppose I could do it this way round. Ta-da! They don't all fit on the Bitty Bob together. Blue mystery number 6. Oh wow, love that. Okay, so blue star, and you have 2 pearls there, which means that is 2 oyster openings. I do need to top up your other one here, but you would like a different number this time, so we're going to go for number 6, which is this one. So jewellery out the back there. Okay, and again I will be topping those up to pop them back on the board. Let's go down to have a look at this here. They could all be 2, Teddy. They could all be 3. They could all be anything. There could be 1, 2 and 3. So it's just a complete mix. Now this is one of the biggest jewellery items for the RRP amount. Okay, so I've actually got the note on here of what it's called. This is the red crystal heart curb bracelet. Okay, so this one is firstly gorgeous. Secondly, it is a top prize. It is, as you can see, amazing. It's on a 925 silver open curb bracelet, which is 7.5 inches long. It's got 7 crystal hearts, which are in the deep red on it. Okay, so this one you can have the pearl on or off of the jewellery. It can hold lobster fittings if you would like to. I hope you're happy with that one, my lovely. So how many oysters did we say it was? Let me have a look. It was 2 oysters, if I just bring you back up here. And that's because you got 2 pearls. Okay, so 1 and 2. Let me get these open. I hope you're happy with that bracelet there. 1 and 2. So if we go down, your oyster number 1, lighter pop there, and in your first oyster there's your mother of pearl, and I can see here you are twinning, and it's definitely a blue night tonight so far. And your blues visually do look like they're slightly different sizes, and actually to each other they're different colours. So you've got a dark TARDIS blue, visually smaller pearl, and then you've got a 2-tonal TARDIS blue, visually larger pearl. So you can see here it goes lighter and darker as you go around the pearl, and the 2-tonal one is the one which is visually larger. Okay. Moving on to your oyster number 2, which is your mystery oyster. We've got a lighter pop there. And then in here, there is your mother of pearl. And you have 1, 2, 3. You have triples. You have 3 pearls in your mystery oyster here. Oh wow, and the colours are very, very summery with these ones. So we have here a autumn peach, a bright pink, and a sunset pearl. So the sunset pearl is lemon yellow and sort of like a coral splash. So it's sunset because it has that sort of sunset colouring to him. So twinning blues, one's darker, one's two-tonal. Then a triple autumn peach, hot pink, and sunset yellow. Ooh. Now I'm going to measure them first, and then we'll do your lucky dip. And then once we've done the lucky dip, you can let me know if you'd like the pearls. Oh, no swap. Well, we still get to do the lucky dip because you may get a trident for the 10% off, Sandy. Darker blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Two-tonal blues, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. So they visually look different. They are measuring the same size. Autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. Pink's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. And the sunset is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. So let me just do your lucky dip, and then I'll write that down. So pink. So your lucky dip. Your lucky dip is the trident. So again, that does mean that you can't do any swaps, but you didn't want to do any swaps anyway. It means that you get another 10% off code. So that's 2 10% off codes will get sent over for you. You would like the pink on the bracelet. So on the bracelet is hot pink, and then you'd like lobster fittings on the others. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Okay. So just to confirm everything, my lovely, you're going to get sent 2 10% off codes. In the ribbon cage, you're going to have the blush pink. On the bracelet with the crystal hearts, you're going to have your hot pink. And then you'd like lobster fittings on all your loose pearls, in which the invoice for that will get sent across to the email address on the order form over the weekend. I hope you're happy with all of that, my lovely. Just double checking I've got everything. Perfect. I love that. And I'm glad you're happy. So that's safe up there. You're very, very welcome, my lovely. Now I'm just going to top these up. So literally, if you guys can see, I've got like parcels ready. So it's literally lucky dip. Just dive in. And I top them back up again. So everything's already wrapped up, completely random. So it is just by chance. Okay. Oh, I do like this one. Up next today is Julie Mclaughlin. Julie, are you here? Now let me see. What do we have here? I need to like mute. So I'm going to have to like mute this while I... Okay, so I'm going to mute it now when I'm sorting the pearls out. Just so you don't hear any like clink clinks. Julie, hello my lovely. So you also have a turtley treat. I'm just going to text Aaron for a tea. I'm so sorry. Tea please. It's quite a thirsty day today. There we go. Sorry Julie. So you have a turtley treat. Let's go down for your shape to pick. I don't know what to call these. I called them C shapes. Yeah, I'm not sure what to call them. You have, which one would you like? You've got the green fish, the blue sea star, or the orange sea horse. I know it's a bit bright with the orange and the lighting, isn't it? Is that better? Maybe. So green fish, orange sea horse. No, that's the green fish. That's the blue star. Oh gosh. Okay, so you would like the green fish. Sea creatures. Green fish has 2 pearls, so that's 2 oyster openings, my lovely. Let me bring you back up here. So I'm going to grab the 2 oysters now, and then I can open these up while you're picking your turtle. So would you like to see the turtle bits here? So numbers 1 through to 12, and I'll just need to know which number you would like. Oh, that reminds me of the song. That this is what dreams are made of. Hey now, hey now. Number 8, that is this one here. So number 8, if we go down, I think it was B&M Carrie Ann, sorry. Okay, so you have got a crystal pendant, Julie. Okay, so this is the crystal spike pendant. I don't know if these ones are on the website or not, because I know we went through the crystal spikes, very, very popular. So this is a crackle Christmas spike. Oh gosh, it's all coming out today. A crackle crystal spike. That's hard to say. So if I get this focused for you, it is a spike pendant, as you can see, and then it's got a black crackle to him. There are not duplicates, no. There may be, like with crystals for example, there may be different colours, but they're wrapped up, there are not duplicates in the jewellery. So this has got the clear crystal, and then on the reverse side you've got that black crackle effect. So this one can have the pearl on or off of the jewellery. If it was on the jewellery, it would go at the top here. So I hope you're happy with that one, my lovely. If we go straight into opening your oysters here, so donating the shells, is there certain colours you're hoping for? And I hope you're happy with the item there. So your oyster number 1, ooh, and in here, look at those. You are twinning, and you're twinning with gorgeous sea green, almost like a sea blue kind of tone to them. Again, they do look visually different sizes. Look at that. I am going to say they're more like a sea greeny blue tone to them. They're base green, but can you see that sort of blue overtone to them? They are beautiful. Twins for the start there. And then oyster number 2, Julie, is you have a light pop there. And then in here, there's your mother of pearl. And let's have a squidge. Ooh. And you have another green. There's no more in that one. And this one is a 2-tonal sea green. So this actually then, next to the first twins, does definitely make it so the twins have got the blue in them. So there's the sea greeny blue, and then this one is 2-tonal, so lighter and darker sea green there. Oh, I love them. Julie, I hope you're happy. Let me run them through the board. Sea blue number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Sea blue number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. So they are measuring different sizes there. And then the sea green 2-tonal is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, Not a 7.5, he is an 8. So I hope you're happy there. However, if we do your lucky dip, Julie, again, not looking, just mixing it up. I'm going to close my eyes. Not that I can see when my head's this way. Is that one? Okay. You have a mermaid. Now, a mermaid means you can either choose to swap your pearl colours if you wanted to, either one or all of them, or you could go for another pick of the turtles for a different item of jewellery. Obviously with that you don't know what item of jewellery you're going to get, and you have to stick with the second choice. Or you can completely stick and don't change a thing. So this is sort of a wild mermaid miracle card. So you can either change the pearl colours if you want to, or go for another pick for a different item of jewellery, or you can stick and be exactly the same. Decisions, what do you think? By the way, our mermaid cards and tridents are different colours. The colours mean nothing apart from just have a nice different colour splash. Okay, and you can see the reflection in it, so I do try to hold them so you can't see the reflection. Can we change the item of jewellery? Of course we can. So the pearls stay the same. That jewellery is going to go over there, and you'd like to go for number 6. So number 6 is this one here. Let's pop out the jewellery here and let's go down. Good luck, my lovely. I wrapped these up too well. Okay, so I've got the jewellery there, and you have got a cage pendant now. So this is the twisted cage pendant. So this cage pendant holds one pearl, and you'll be able to swap your pearls in and out of it. Okay, so if I show you, you can see it's that twisted bell drop, like a raindrop shape. And then on each twisted section, it's like a, is it encrusted? It is. It's encrusted with the crystal and texture. It has these textures too. The silver as well. So I hope that was a good twist there. I hope you're happy with that item as well as your pearls there, my lovely. I hope you're happy with your, I don't know what to call it, with your mermaid swap. Love it. Perfect. Okay, Julie, my lovely. Thank you for the donations with your shells. That's on there, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. I do like this game. It's making me happy. So again, I'm just topping these up. I just dive in, pull one out, and just slot it in the back of our turtles here. Oh, where's the opening for that one? She says not being able to find the back. There we go. What number is that? Perfect. Julie, you're very, very welcome. Up next today is Carol and Grant. Carol, are you here? I'm just going to mute this while I sort the pearls out on the tray. Hello. Oh, Bronny, bless you. Yep, I can add you on to the end. I hope you enjoyed your lay-in. A lot of work has gone into this. Yup, yup, yup. I can see your email. I'm just opening it up. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so if we go down, you've already said what you'd like, but let's turn it this way for you. So you would like the blue star, so that's this one here. If I lift him up, and you have got 3 pearls, which means you have got 3 oyster openings with your star. So if I bring you back up here, I'm going to get your 3 oysters out while I, well, 1 and 2. What number turtle would you like? So you've got numbers 1 through to 12. I just open these up for you. 1, 2, and 3. So 1 to 6, 7 to 12. Again, I can pop you on the this one here. And these are just the different turtles. Again, they mean it's not anything, it's just something. I was going to have the other camera set up, and then I realised that we don't need to have the camera set up because hopefully you guys can see the turtles there, hopefully. Number 9, that's this one here. So in his back, let's go down and get him open. Again, these tissue paper wraps are in blues and greens. The colours mean nothing. There's obviously mixes of the jewellery in both the colours. So the colours, yeah, they don't, it's just there to have the different colours, okay. Now I can see here you have got a pendant. With this pendant, you can choose to have a pearl on or off of the jewellery, Carol. So that's going to be up to you. You can let me know at the very end. You can have a pearl on or a pearl off. So this is the simple but effective heart pendant. So you can see it's a hollow heart. It's got quite a nice thick border there, which is encrusted with zircon crystals. If you choose to have a pearl on this one, it does hang at the top, and then it sits in the centre at the top of the heart here, and it would be able to move around. Or you can choose to have the pendant as it is. Okay, so I hope you're happy with that one. If we go ahead to open your 3 oysters here, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And is there certain coloured pearls that you're hoping for, Carol, my lovely? Oyster number 1, you've got a lighter pop there. Oh, and a backwards runaway of twinning pearls there. So there's your mother of pearl. Twinning runaways there. Let me just have a squidge here. There's no more in that one. Let me dry these up for you. So first twins are chocolate purples. Can definitely see the purples in them here. Donate the shells and we're going to see what comes out. Okay, so the base with chocolates, and they do have a slight purple overtone to them. Moving on to oyster number 2. You've got quite a nice deeper pop there. And then in here, there's your mother of pearl. Carol, you are twinning for a second time. These are all quite nice sized pearls here. There's no more in that one. So, and again, visually, these ones are slightly different in size. And I'm going to say that these are darker gunmetal grey. So, darker gunmetal grey twins. Slightly visually different sizes, but again quite good larger sizes as well. And then moving on to your last oyster, which again is your mystery oyster. So you've got a lighter pop there, And no way, you have got 3 for 3. You are twinning with chocolate bronze twins here. That's just a piece of shell there that popped out. Okay, so if I pop these all in the sand, I hope you're happy with these, my lovely. So you've got chocolate purple twins, gunmetal grey twins, and chocolate bronze twins. If I run them through the board, purple number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Pearl number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. They're the same size there. Twin set 2 gunmetal greys, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. Twin number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. So they're measuring different sizes. And then your chocolate bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, whoop, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Chocolate bronze number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5 as well. So they're measuring the same size. Now, if we do your lucky dip, and then we'll see what you would like to do. So if I dive in here, you made me jump then, Bam. You did, you made me jump. Okay, so this one here, you have a mermaid. So your mermaid means you can either change the item of jewellery and pick... Ah! No, that's not funny. Sorry, Aaron tried to break my toe. You can change the item of jewellery and pick a different turtle if you would like to. Or you can change one or all of the pearls. Or you can stick with everything that you've got. So out of those 3 options, what would you like to do, Carol? He did. He lifted up my drink, and the condensation from the drink, because it's got ice in it, had gone on to the what's it called, the coaster, and then the coaster had stuck to the cup, and then it's a tile stone coaster, so it fell to the floor. So it just it would hurt if it fell on barefoot. It would hurt, wouldn't it, darling? You are barefoot. I've got my Harry Potter coasters, haven't I? I know, bear with me a second. Thank you. So, Carol, you can either swap the jewellery or the pearls, or stay as you are, my lovely, with your yellow mermaid. By the way, these cards, they don't go back in again until the next live. So, yeah, make a nice little pile next to me. Do you want to go back down again to have a look at your pearls? Will that help you make the choice? Oh, we're swapping the pearls. Perfect. Thank you, Aaron. So swap the 2 gunmetal grey, and you'd like to swap in a olive green and a brilliant white. Okay, and then would you like a pearl on the jewellery, or would you like the pearls loose? If you'd like a pearl on the jewellery, my lovely, which one would you like? So there's the white. Now with the olive green, I have the darker sort of, where are we? Chocolatey olive greens available. I'll try and find the lighter of the ones I have. Oh, that one's quite a lighter one. Yeah, I think that's the lightest. It is a chocolatey olive green, but hopefully you'll see. So are you happy with those colours there, so the white and the olive, and if so, out of all of your pearls, which one would you like on the jewellery, or would you prefer to have them loose and nothing on the jewellery? Lots and lots of decisions, guys. It is beginning to cool down, which is brilliant. We need it, don't we? Especially to go to sleep. I don't like going to sleep hot and stuffy. Happy with them. No pearl on the jewellery. Okay, perfect. So you also have 2 loyalty cards, my lovely. I'm just going to write all this down for you. However, with your loyalty cards, which 2 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? Hear, hear, Sophie. I would too. 100%. Do, 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 do. Autumn does have Halloween. Chance of snow. I mean, there's more chance of snow in the UK in February than there is at Christmas. But we all hope for it every year anyway. Oh, what's down there? Okay. So, Carol, what 2 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? Nunu and donate the shells. Okie dokie. So the Nunu rainbow bag. Christmas beats all holidays. I mean, yeah, I'm there, 100%. I've got 2 new items of Christmas jewellery in, and I popped them on the website. You can't see them yet on the website. But yeah, I'm already starting to get Christmas items in. I love it, love it, love it. Right, let's go down for your 2 Nunu rainbow oysters. Carol, you'd like to donate your shells with these ones. Is there any colours that you're hoping for here? So Nunu rainbow oyster number 1. There's one side and the other side, and in here we have got a darker pearl there, and there's no more in that one. You have a darker silver and purple, so it's like a dark and light silver with purple flashes to him. So hopefully you can see that there, dark and light silver with purple flashes. And then moving on to oyster number 2, which again is your Nunu rainbow oyster. There's one side and the other side, and in here we have a chocolate bronze, and there's no more in that one. Okay, Carol, what do you think to these? Now, if you're happy with these, that's perfect. If you're not happy, that's absolutely fine. We can swap them. You've got a two-tonal silver with flashes of purple, and then you've got a chocolate bronze as well. Running these ones through the board, the two-tonal silver's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5, and the chocolate bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He is a 7. What do you think, my lovely? I am just going to bring you back up so I can top this back up. Number 9. Oh, let's go back down again so you can see. Change the chocolate for a forest green. Okie dokie. So the forest greens are darker greens that I've got. So I'll show you this one. So just let me know if this one's okay, and then if so, that's perfect. So there's a darker forest green there. So you can definitely see the green. Let me know if that's not the correct shade. So I'll just pop it in the bag, but I won't pop it on the jewellery until I've heard from Carol. Pop it on the jewellery, pop it on the order form, I was meant to say. Gosh, I'm completely mixing up all my words today, aren't I? If I don't make sense, just shout at me. Oh, I think the sun's got to me. Another chocolate bites of dust. They're going quite, no one likes, I mean, a lot of people do like chocolates, but I do have, I would say, more chocolate pearls in my swaps than any other colour. They get swapped out quite a bit, but I think they're lovely, especially in the autumn, and autumnal colours are they're just gorgeous. Like a bracelet with all different tones of chocolate on, of pearls all the way around is, in fact I might make one. In fact I might do that, because I've made some before. They are lovely. But Carol, are you happy with those colours there? Can you put hoops on the purple, silver, forest green, white, olive green? So you'd like on the two-tonal silver purple, on the forest green, on the white, and on the olive green. Okay, so just to recap, you'd like a hoop fitting on the two-tonal silver purple, forest green, the white, and the olive green. Then on the jewellery there is no pearl. I hope that's okay. Sorry, my pen's just ran out, so there we go. Carol, the invoice for the hoop fittings will get sent across for you tomorrow, over the weekend, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form, my lovely. Thank you for the donations with your shells, and I do hope you're happy with everything once it arrives. Love the chocolate ones. Have a horseshoe necklace with a chocolate bronze pearl. It is. They are gorgeous. They definitely are. Oh, Carol, you're very, very welcome. I've topped everything up. I just need to redo the pearls here. So, up next today is Anne Lewis. Anne, are you here? I'm just going to mute myself while I do these pearls here. Bum, ba-dum. Okay, so I just figured that if I just move some pearls around. Anne, hello. Oh, you are ready. Hello, mystery, donut shell, seahorse, okie dokie. So let's go down. So to start with, your first choice is a seahorse. If we open him up, you have got 1 and 2 pearls there. So that's 2 oyster openings. If I bring you back up, I'm going to grab your 2 oysters for you, and I'll need to know 1 through to 12, which number turtle would you like? So if I get these open, there's 1 and 2.
I didn't understand that.
I wasn't talking to you. Don't know why what I say that makes that pick up on me. Like, I don't know what the trigger word is. Number 4. That's this one here. Oh, he's the blue one. Okay, so turtle number 4. If we get your jewellery out here, and let's go down. Okay, so in here you have got a pendant. Now with this pendant, the pearl definitely needs to go onto the jewellery. Okay, so if you keep that in mind, Anne, the pearl needs to go on here. Oh, I've just popped it on backwards. Let me just... This one has got a bail on it, which where the bail can face forward. Okay, so this is the pearl hat pendant. So if I just get this focused for you to see first. There we go. So this is the pearl hat pendant. So to start with, the bail at the top is encrusted with zircon crystals there. You can see them sparkling away. It then comes down into this filigreed hat design. See, it looks like lots of love hearts, but it does have that filigree design there. Now looking down at the pendant whilst wearing it is where you'd see your pearl. So you'd see your pearl through that design there. Around the base of the hat is encrusted with zircon crystals all the way around the bottom of the base. And then at the bottom, this is where your pearl is going to be sat and set onto. So that bottom of the pearl, so the bottom half of the pearl, will be domed out the bottom of the hat, and then like I said, you'd see the top of the pearl through the top there. So I hope you're happy with that one. You can see that the pearl does need to go onto the jewellery, and you've got 2 oysters here, Anne. So oyster number 1, we've got a lighter pop there, and in oyster number 1 you are twinning with darker pearls again here. There's no more in that one. Oh, so if I dry these up for you, visually slightly different sizes. The visually larger of the 2 is darker. The visually smaller of the 2 does look like he's got some green in him. So the one on this side here looks like he's got some green in him there, whereas his twin looks like a darker gunmetal grey. So slight flash of a darker green there. And then moving on to oyster number 2, which again is your mystery oyster. So we've got a lighter pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. And you have a lavender pearl. So just having a squidge. There's no more in that one. A lavender is a darker lilac purple. So still quite a nice lighter bright purple, but it is a darker shade than the lilac. Okay, what do you think to these? 2 darker pearls, 1 gunmetal grey, 1 with a flash of green, and then a lavender purple. If I run these through the board, the pearl with the flash of green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The darker gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5, so they are measuring different sizes there. And the lavender is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Okay, so before we decide on those, if I bring you back up and we'll do your lucky dip. So let me dive in here. And with this one, you have a mermaid, which means you can either stick with your pendant and your pearls, or you can choose to either swap out your jewellery and go for a different turtle. However, you won't know what the new item of jewellery will be until you see it, and then you do have to stick with that one. Or you can stick with your item of jewellery and choose to swap your pearls. So you can swap one or all of them, that's going to be up to you. Or like I said at the start, you can stick and do nothing. So what do you think, Anne? Swap or stay with the jewellery? Swap or stay with the pearls? Or stay as you are? Oh, can you have turtle number 7? So the pearl hat jewellery will be going over there. Can you have turtle number 7? That's this one here. That's number 7. So at the back here, good luck. Let's go down. Oh, let's go down. I do most of the time, Joe. However, this game, I will give all the credit to Sophie. She came up with the idea of this one. Okay, so in here, Anne. Ooh, you have another higher item prize, if you like. And this also, it has the names on, so I know what they're called. This is a set, okay? You can have the pearl on or off of the jewellery, and if on, it only goes on the pendant. So you've got a pendant and earrings here, which are all matching, Anne. Okay, so let me just pop them on here for you. And then you'll be able to see what I mean. So these are crystal hearts. Funnily enough, these are red again. We obviously had the red crystal heart bracelet earlier. These are the red crystal set. Now this is called, it was called the Twinkle Set once it's on the when it was on the website. So as you can see, red crystal hearts. You've got your pendant here, and then you've got your stud back earrings up here. If you choose to have one of your pearls on the jewellery, it will go with the pendant. Or you can choose to have the pearls loose and then the jewellery as it is. So if I just bring back in your pearls, I hope you're happy with the jewellery. What would you like to do, Anne? Would you like pearls on or pearls off? And if on, which colour would you like against the pendant? It's making me, I'm enjoying the game as well. Like it's completely different for me, like my end, to know all your guys' decisions. Like you guys are completely, it's in your hands. So it's, yeah, I'm quite enjoying it as well. But Anne, what do you think? I'm just going to bring you back up here so I can take this off of here. So jewellery as it is, or pearl on the pendant? If so, which colour? Lobster fitting on the large grey and others loose. Okay, so no pearl on the jewellery. Let me write this down as I go. So no pearl on there. Lobster fitting on the larger grey. Larger gunmetal. and then the others loose. Jewellery as it is. Perfect. Sophie, they're all complimenting you on your game, on the idea. Okay, and my lovely, the invoice for the lobster fitting will get sent across to the email address over the weekend, and it'll go to the email address on the order form over the weekend. Oh my gosh, my words today. Anne, thank you for the donations with your shells, and I hope you will be happy with everything once it arrives as well. So I'm just topping up the Turbly treats for you. That's number 7. And number 4. Number 7 and number 4. Perfect. Okay, I might have to nip off for a comfort break soon, guys. Aaron will hopefully come in and talk to everybody. But yeah, just letting everyone know that might have to happen soon. Oh, can you have a lobster fitting on the Lavender too? Of course you can. It'll all be included on the same invoice. And the Lavender. Not a problem, my lovely. Okay, and that's safe up there for you. So that's all topped up. Up next today is Cindy Brown. Cindy, are you here? Now I'm just going to mute you again while I sort the pearls out. In fact, let's put you on this scene as well, just for giggles. I might like try get some music to play for this scene. That might be quite cool, like some diddle elevator music. Oh, bless you, Anne. The light never goes anywhere. It stays in here. Actually, it lives over. I've got like a shelf unit over there, and it lives on the shelf. So yeah, it's just back in view. I love it. I really, really do. But you're very, very welcome. Get under the. I don't think I'll be able to play a song, which is I can't play music because Facebook, obviously, I don't own the rights to music. But I'd be able to play. I'll be able to play something. Definitely look into it. And Cindy, hello, hello, hello. Cindy, you are ready. Can you have the seahorse? You can indeed. So the orange seahorse is that one there. So you have 3 pearls, which means you have 3 oyster openings with your option. So I'm just going to grab. Oh wait, I just assumed it was mystery oysters. What 3 oysters? What 3 oysters would you like, my lovely? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? Because you guys, you do get to pick the oysters. Like I said at the start, I can see, Sophie. I can see. Like I said at the start, I am running slightly lower on the Nunu and the Expand the Rainbow oysters. I'm just waiting for the oyster delivery with those. They're in stock at the moment. If they go out of stock, I'll let everybody know. 3 oyster openings, yes. So it will be 1, 2, or 3. But that doesn't mean that under there is 1, 2, or 3. They could all be 2s, they could all be 3s, all be 1s. Mix and match of them, of each number. Mystery and donate the shells, and it was 3 openings. So while I open these up, which number 2 and number 3, which number turtle would you like? Oh, turtle number 5. See, I said at the start that this game needs to be sort of faster choices. You can see why, because there is a lot of choices. So thank you everybody so far for being on the ball. So number 5 is this one. Oh, I like him. He is Mr. Purple. So again, the colours of the turtle means nothing. If we go down for your item of jewellery, Cindy. And in here You have a pendant. So you've got the decorated, is it decorated heart? Possibly called the decorated heart pendant. Now this is a movable pendant, and with this one you can have the pearl on or off of the jewellery. Okay, so to start with, you've got this silver heart. It does have that gorgeous filigree design on the top there. Underneath is a mother of pearl heart. So as you see the mother of pearl on the inside of the shells, that is what that heart there is made from. So that's the mother of pearl heart. So you can see that they can sort of sit like that. You can sit them so they're like that, or you can wear it so the heart, the mother of pearl heart, is on show. Now this one, you can either have the pearl on, which again would be able to move between the two sides, or you can have the pendant as it is and then the pearls loose. So I hope you're happy with that one, my lovely. So 3 oysters here. Would there be a certain colour that you're hoping for? So we've got a lighter pop there. And your first oyster, there is your mother of pearl. You are twinning with larger dark purple twins to start with, Cindy. There's no more in that one. So larger dark purple twins there to start with. Moving on to oyster number 2. We're going to wait and see the colours, not a problem. So this is your oyster number 2. We've got a softer pop there. Oh, and in here, so we've got 2 pearls here. You've got a purple and a green. I can actually feel right in there. Let me pop that out. You've got another one. You have a triple. You've got 3 pearls in your one oyster there. So twinning and triple, Cindy. So from your second oyster, we have a sea green, a dark purple, and a darker silver. And then moving on to your last oyster, and you've got quite a nice pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. And I can see straight away you've got a larger, bright, hot pink. And there's no more in that one. Okay. That pink is huge. Okay, so twinning purples, a triple sea green, dark purple and silver, and then a larger hot pink as well. So if I run them through the board, purple twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Purple twin number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5 as well. Sea green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Purple from the triple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. And the silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. Your hot pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. He looks absolutely huge, but apparently he is an 8.5, my lovely. Right, so before we make a decision there, let's do your lucky dip. So again, I'm not looking. Okay, you have a mermaid, Cindy. So again, that means you get to choose. You could either stick with the jewellery and the pearls that you have got. You can choose to have a different item of jewellery, so you pick a different turtle number. If you do that, the item of jewellery you've got now goes away and you have to stick with the new item even though you don't know what it's going to be. Or you can choose to swap your pearl colours, so that means you can either swap one or all of them if you wanted to. Or you can just stick as you are if you're happy with what you've got. What do you think, my lovely? With your mermaid, if we go down, what would you like to do? So I'm just going to hold this up again. Again, we need that. Oh, can you have turtle number 8? Sorry, I didn't see. Let me bring you back up. So that item of jewellery goes away. Mermaid goes over there. Turtle number 8, the pink one. So good luck, my lovely. Turtle number 8. Let's go back down again so you can see what's inside. Oh, okay, so you also have one of the top prizes, if you like, and you've got the pink crystal curb bracelet. Can you guys sort of see a theme here? As in what's been included. So again, this is a 7.5 inches, which way round does it go? 925 silver open curb bracelet. It's got light pink crystal hearts on it. It has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 crystal hearts on this bracelet, and you can choose to have a pearl on or have the bracelet as it is. So bring your pearls back. Firstly, I hope you're happy with the bracelet there. Would you like a pearl on the jewellery? If so, which colour would you like? Or you can have the bracelet as it is and the pearls loose. Cindy, I hope you're happy with that. Why did you call me that? Why did you call me that?
Why did I come in here?
Call me that.
I wasn't calling you that.
You did.
It was just a okie dokie douche.
My tea's cold.
Diddums.
Not cold, but like very lukewarm.
Will help keep you cool.
I don't need hot drinks. Keep you cooler than cold drinks. Sorry, as you can see, Aaron's come in for a quick. Cindy, what do you think? Pearl on or pearl off? And if pearl on, which colour would you like? I'm just going to top these back up. Number 8. And number 5. Can you have the pink on the bracelet, the rest on jump rings, and you like everything? Perfect. So we're going to have hot pink on there, and you'd like to be invoiced for the others on jump rings. Okie dokie. That invoice for the jump rings will get sent across for you over the weekend to the email address that's on the order form. That's safe up there for you. And Cindy, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Now I am going to take a really quick comfort break here, just because I need a comfort break. Aaron is here to just come and talk to you guys. Cindy, you're very welcome. When I get back, Rachel, you'll be up next. Okay, so this order list at the moment will be Rachel S, Stella T, Sarah B, and then Bronnie. So 4 people on the order list. So if you would like to order for today, there is still space available. And I'll be back in a couple of moments, guys. The camera's moved, so you'll be looking in a different place.
Ooh.
Mm.
Uh-huh. I need the dingle flap.
You want to ding? There you go. Thank you. What? No,
Hello
no,
there.
no. You have to watch everything. Please do not ruin my display. No, seriously, don't, because it's all in the right place.
I'm shifting forward. I'm shifting. No, I'm just gonna kind of stand over here in this corner. Be very careful. Very quiet. Very careful. How is everybody on this fabulously melting evening? Hello, Tara. Hello, Susan. Hey, Tanya. Neil. What? How is everybody? What do we all have planned for our lovely weekends? Looks really cool. What? Hello. Slightly less melty. Not by much. I have leather sofas. They are not good in melty situations. I'm sorry to hear that, Sharon. Hope you feel better soon. Bring on the rain. It's supposed to kick off tomorrow, hopefully. Fair, I'm hoping for a nice thunderstorm. Oh, that sounds cool, Susan. Ooh, movies. Movies are nice and cool. Could do that. Fair, I think my plan for tomorrow is probably going to be... we've got a kind of a water pool place near us called Splash. So it's more like slides and wave machines and stuff like that. It's not your standard swim pool. And she's back.
The house is hot.
I was just explaining how I am sticking to the sofa.
Sticking to what?
The sofa. The leather. Leather plus heat is not good. Not good. Oh, that's really cool, Sandra. What kind of carnival? Carnival. Ooh, and Laura's having a spa day.
I want a spa day.
We were supposed to be doing a barbecue tomorrow, Lillian. It got postponed.
Next week, though.
Yeah, but it's not this week. I want barbecue this week.
We could have a barbecue this week.
We could have a barbecue, but I want the benefit of someone else's barbecue. I want to enjoy the barbecue. I don't want to clean up the barbecue.
I'm going to tell my mum that you want to help do everything.
I will be sociable, and I will say hello, and I will help them eat the food.
You done?
Yep, just waiting for you. You good?
Yeah, gloves are on.
Pleasure seeing you all, guys. Toodly pip.
Oh,
Steady.
careful. You're not funny. Please could I have a fresh tea? No, Baba, no. Hello. Thank you for bearing with me there. What nationality is Aaron? He is fully English. I don't know why you're talking with an accent today.
I get silly with weird voices when I get tired.
Yeah, he does. He gets silly with lots of different voices and accents when he gets tired. He sort of ranges all around the world. But no, he is English. Both his parents are English as well, so it's, yeah. British, yeah, English. I never know what to say, actually. Right. Oh, what's this? Yeah, the house is very hot as I walked in. I was like, oh no, it's not going to be a nice night. Okay, right. Up next today is Rachel's Grace. Rachel, are you here? I'm just going to mute you guys again so I can change the pearl pots around. Ta-da! Okay, Rachel, hello. Right, let's go down. Oh, you're ready to go. Love that. So hang on, there we go. Seahorse, donate the shells. Turtle number 10, wait and see what colours you get. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so Seahorse is this one. Ta-da! You have got 2 pearls there, which means you have got 2 oyster openings. So if I bring you back up here and dive in for your oysters, I'm just going to open them up and then we'll grab your turtle. And you said you would like to donate your shells. Okay, so turtle number 10, that's this one there. You've got the orange and green one here. So number 10, your jewellery, and let's go down. I know, I've wrapped these too well. Okay. Da, 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 da. Okie dokie. So you have got a cage pendant here. So a cage pendant, which means you're going to be able to swap and change the pearls around in this pendant at home. So if you've got any pearls, you can change the look of the pendant or just change it to match the item you're wearing. So this is the heart cage pendant, if I get this focused for you. Okay, so you can see it's got quite a nice thick border on this one, which has got that design texture. Again, they are love hearts, but very swirly love hearts designed there. As you can see, the hollow heart in the centre, that's where you're going to see your pearl through. So your pearl sits right in the middle and it does hold 1 pearl. On the reverse side, you do have a flower on the back of the cage. So if you wanted to, you could wear it this way round. So you'd have the heart as the background border and the flower in the centre. But it is so that you have, this is the front, so you can see the heart from the front there. So, cage pendant to start with, my lovely. 2 oysters alongside him. So oyster number 1. You've got a lighter pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And your first pearl. Ooh, you've got a 2-tonal purple pearl there. There's no more in that one. So it's almost like he's a lavender and a lilac pearl. So it's that sort of lighter and darker 2-tonal purple here. So if I just show you. Okay, so you can see the darker and the lighter areas as you go around the pearl there. And then moving on to oyster number 2. Quite a nice lighter pop again there. And in here you are twinning. And you're twinning with 1 and 2 apple green twins. And there's no more in there. Now again, these 2 are slightly 2-tonal. They've just got slight darker areas to them. Rachel, let me hold these up as well so you can have a closer look. two-tonal purple and twinning apple greens. If I run them through the board for you, your purple, thank you Aaron, is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And then green number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. And green number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5 as well. Okay, so before we decide on anything, let's bring you back up so we can do your lucky dip. So again, I'm just going to give them a quick mix for you. And then if we dive in, you have the Trident, which means you get 10% off code, which you can use on a future order if you would like to order again in the future. So I hope you're happy with the pearls, and I hope you're happy with the cage pendant, my lovely. So we stick with those, and then the Trident means that you'll get a 10% off code. Now that code will get sent across to you over the weekend, again to the email address that's on the order form. And then if you would like to order again in the future, you'll have that 10% off code to use. You'll be able to use it straight away, or you can hold on to it because it won't have an expiry date on there. Rachel, you're very, very welcome. Thank you for the donations with your shells, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. And that's safe up there for you. Thank you, Carol. Thank you. Right, let me just top up turtle number 10. Okie dokie. Perfect. Up next then today is Stella Taylor. Stella, are you here? I feel all kerfuffled now. Oh, Rachel, I'm glad you like them, my lovely. Stella, hello. Donate the shells. You're hoping for brilliant whites and a different bluey green and a deep coral. Okay, so you do have 3 openings altogether. What 3 oysters would you like, Stella? So donate the shells, and you're hoping for a white, a bluey green and a deep coral. What 3 oysters? So possibly, I mean, they'd all be in the mystery oysters, or the white we can find in the normal natural oysters. The bluey green would be mystery, or mystery it is for all of them. Perfect. Okay, so 1, it is 3, 2 and 3. Let's get these open for you, my lovely. And 3. Okay, so if we go down, oyster number 1, you've got a lighter pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. And if we have a squidge in here, ooh, we've got a darker pearl there. And there's no more in that one. So we have a darker gunmetal grey pearl to start with. Thank you, Cindy. Moving on to oyster number 2, Stella. We've got a lighter pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And I can see straight away here you are twinning. And you're twinning with coral pearls here. There's no more in that one. Now with your corals here, we can definitely see one is slightly darker and one is slightly lighter. Visually, they're looking the same size. They just have that slight difference in the tones of the colour. So you can see the lighter one is in the centre of the two pals, and then the brighter one is towards the edge. And then moving on to your last oyster. So again, this is your mystery oyster. Lighter pop there. Oh, and a backwards runaway there. There's your mother of pearl. Now darker runaway, and let me just have a squidge in here for you. There's no more in that one. So he is a darker purple. Okay, Stella, sorry. Let me hold these up for you. Now, as you know, if you're not happy with these, we can swap them. If you are happy, I'm going to need to know which colour you'd like on each item there. So you've got your twinning corals, one of which is brighter, one is lighter, gunmetal grey, and then that darker purple as well. If I run them through the board for you, your gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Lighter of the corals is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Brighter of the corals is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the dark purple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Okay. What do you think? And what would you like to do? Deep coral and star, brilliant white on the owl, and sea blue or similar for the ray. Do you know what colours you'd like to swap out? Light coral grey. Oh, are you happy with your original coral? That's absolutely fine. So your original darker coral you're happy with. Adding in the white and the sea blue possibly. Let me have a look. That's kind of a sea blue. Let me show you and see if that one's okay for you. Okay, so are you happy with the ones I've added in there? And I'm just going to bring you up so I can write that down. However, if again they're not the right colours, we can change them. So deep coral in there, brilliant white on there, and then sea blue. Okay, so I've got the colours down. Just are you correct? Are you happy with those shades? I'm just going to take the two swapped pearls away. More bluey blue. So if you wanted a more bluey blue, I don't have it with like a sea blue. I don't have any closer to blue than that. So if you wanted a more bluier one, but still have the green tone to it, there would be a waiting list for that. If not, I'm just looking. I suppose the closest then we'd have would be going straight to an icy blue or a TARDIS blue. For the Ray, yeah. Oh, hang on, let me see if I've got a two-tonal blue, because that may help. I mean, I've got lots of lighter two-tonal blues. Oh, that one's quite nice. Okay, let me show you those two. They're pretty similar. Okay, so what I've added in here is this one is a lighter Pepsi and TARDIS blue two-tonal, so it's got the two-tonal different shades. This one is almost like a denim-y and Pepsi, so it almost has like a purpley tone with the denim blue and the Pepsi blue. Okay, so denim-y blue, Pepsi blue. If I look at the lighter sea greens, I don't have one with a blue tone on him, I'm afraid. So are any of those okay? If not, we can pop you on a waiting list for more of a sea blue kind of tone. The first one, where's my pearl picker? So the two-tonal Pepsi blue and TARDIS blue, that was the first one I've shown. Is that correct? Yep, okie dokie, and that one is for the Ray. Perfect, I've got that down for you, Stella. Sorry I didn't have more of a greeny blue available at the moment. We had some lovely ones come out earlier, didn't we? But with the swaps, yeah, I just don't have them at the moment. However, I hope you're happy with those. So that's on there for you. Thank you for the donations with your shells, and I hope you're happy with everything once it arrives. No, you're very, very welcome, my lovely. Okay, up next today is Sarah Brannigan. Sarah, are you here? Where's my kitchen? Oh, there it is. Sarah Brannigan, are you here? Sarah, hello. I haven't done them yet. However, you would like the green fish, so we can do it because I don't change the other two. I just sort this one, the one that's turned over, out. So if you're happy to go for the green fish, I'll sort them out afterwards. So your green fish here is, and you have 3 pearls, which means you've got 3 oyster openings, my lovely. Perfect. So if I bring you back up here, what 3 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? I love a good hot cup of tea. Kelly, hello. So 3 mystery oysters here. So while I open these up for you, you've got numbers 1 through to 12, 1 to 6 and then 7 to 12. What number turtle would you like to go for? So I'm just getting your 3 oysters open and donating the shells. Thank you ever so much, my lovely. Number 3, that's this one here. Black, yellow and white turtle with this one. So number 3, if I just pop that out there and let's go down. So you have in here you have a crystal pendant. Okay, so this one I believe is not on the website. Okay, I don't believe that I have any more in either at the moment. So it is the Bermuda blue crystal pendant. Look at him. So you can see as the light catches him, lots of different shades of blue. Darker and lighter. Look at him there. Oh, you can see all the facets in the pendant. So darker and lighter Bermuda blue pendant here. So with this one you can have the pearl on or off of the jewellery. If you choose to have it on, it does sit at the top here. It will be able to move around. Or you can have the pendant as it is and then the pearls loose. So that's going to be up to you at the end, Sarah. But I hope you're happy with the item there. If we open up your 3 oysters then, so oyster number 1, mystery oyster, lighter pop there, and with your first oyster, there's your mother of pearl, and straight away you are twinning with Candy Floss Pink Twins to start with there. There's no more in that one. So I dry these up for you. So Candy Floss Pink Twins to start with. Moving on to oyster number 2. Lighter pop there. And in here there is your mother of pearl. And you have a bright hot pink pearl. And there's no more in that one. So if I dry him up for you as well, here is your bright hot pink. And then moving on to your last oyster, light pop there. Ooh. And in here there's your mother of pearl, and you have a lilac pearl, so a lovely lighter purple. Oh, sorry, I dropped the knife then. So if I dry these up for you as well, Sarah. Oh, where's that gone? There we go. I hope you're happy with these colours here. You have got twinning Candy Floss pinks, a single bright hot pink and a lilac purple as well. If I run them through the board for you, your Candy Floss Pink number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Candy Floss Pink number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5, they're the same size there. Single hot pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. or your lilac purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Okay, what do you think, my lovely? Let me bring you back up. We're going to do your lucky dip, and then that will decide on what we're doing. So again, just mixing them up. Like I said, I don't add the cards back in again until the next live. So these are all different. Now we have here a mermaid. So that means you can either stick with everything as it is, or you can choose to swap the item of jewellery. So the pendant that you've got goes away and you pick a different turtle, and then you have that second item of jewellery, but you don't know what it's going to be. Or if you're not happy with the pearl colours, we can swap the pearls, and you can swap one or all of your pearl colours. Sarah, what would you like to do? Would you like to stick with everything as it is, or would you like to change the jewellery or change the pearls? Swap the pendant. Okay, so the pendant goes over there, and you'd like to go for number 10. So number 10 is this one here. Let's pop that out, and if we go down, my lovely, good luck, Sarah. So in here you have another pendant. Now this is a silver pendant, and this one we can have the pearl on or off the jewellery again. So it's going to be up to you, my lovely, on what you would like to do. So this is the, oh, I can't remember what it's called on the website. Now if I show you it as it is here, you can see that it looks like a filigreed leaf. If I show you it from the side, it's got this gorgeous wave to him. So the pendant itself swoops up and down. It has this wave. Can you see that? So it sits, the pearl sits at the top if you would like to have the pearl on the jewellery. And then because it's got this different dimension to the pendant, it makes it, just obviously gives it more dimension and texture to it there. So I hope you're happy with that one. And you can have, if you'd like to, the pendant as it is, or you can have one of these pearls, one of these pearls on there. What do you think? What would you like to do? Can you have the lilac on there? Of course you can. Okay, right, let me just write this all down for you, my lovely. Keep going to grab my mouse as the stapler. Okay, so we're going to have lilac on there. Perfect. Sarah, thank you as well for the donations with your shells. And again, I hope that you're happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. And I've popped that safely up there for you. No, you're very, very welcome. Up next today is Bronnie Van Leer. Bronnie, are you here? Bronnie, hello. Bronnie, should we do your loyalty cards first and then your turtley treats afterwards, if that's okay? I'm just going to top these up though. So, what 2 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? Thank you, Pamela. I need to do the tray as well, so I'll do that in a moment after your 2 loyalty cards, if that's okay. So yeah, what 2 oysters would you like, and would you like to keep, or would you like to donate those shells? Mystery and donate. Is there certain colours you're hoping for with these? If I get this open for you, there's 1 and 2. Okay, so if we go down, your oyster number 1, quite a nice deep pop there. And in your first oyster, Bronny, you have a yellow. It is an in-between to a sunshine and a lemon yellow here. You're hoping for light purples and a yellow. You have a gorgeous yellow. Look at him. Perfect. Moving on to oyster number 2. So again, is your mystery oyster. We've got a lighter pop there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. Oh, runaways. You've got 1, 2, and 3. You have triples. I think that's the 3rd triple of the night, actually. So your triples, you've got a hot pink, a autumn peach, and a chocolate bronze. Bronny, what do you think to these? Now, if you're happy with these, that's perfect, my lovely. If you're not happy, we can swap the colours for you. So you've got your yellow, a hot pink, a bronze, and a lighter autumn peach. Running them through the board for you. Your yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Hot pink's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Chocolate bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5, and the lighter autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Oh, swap the autumn peach and the pink for light purple. So to swap the pink and the peach, there will be a wait for the lighter purple. So if you can just confirm for me if you don't mind waiting, and then I can definitely pop you down for a swap if that's okay. Lightest purple I have now. Oh, of course I can. Lightest purples we have now is probably these ones. So 1 and 2. So it's like a dark, bright purple. When I say dark, it's not dark, but it's... No, don't be sorry at all, my lovely. I misunderstood what you meant. So here are the lightest I've got sort of in stock, if you like. What do you think to these two? I'm just going to grab the... So these are the 2 that we're going to be swapping out. Love them. Perfect. Those ones are yours then. Let me pop them in there for you. Again, I keep going for my mouse as the stapler. Okay, so then we have a turtley treat. Now I'm just going to have to sort the pearls out on the tray. So I'm going to pop you on the other screen for just a moment, okay? And I'm going to mute it as well, guys. Hello. Okay, perfect. So, Bronnie, you also, let's move this down actually. You also have a turtley treat. So if we go down, you get to pick one of these to start with. So you've got the blue starfish, the yellow seahorse, or the green fish. Which one would you like? So the blue starfish, the green fish, or the orange seahorse. Now whatever pearl is under here, or pearls, is the amount of oysters you're going to have. Donate the shells, number 1, and starfish. Okie dokie. How did I get those past each other? Well, that's some maneuver, isn't it? Okay, so your starfish, and you have 2 pearls there, so 2 oyster openings with your 2 pearls. Is it mystery oysters that you would like, or is it the other oysters that you would like? Donating the shells is perfect. Yes, perfect. Okay, so it was 2 oysters, 1 and 2. If I get these open for you, there's 1 and 2, and then you did say turtle number 1. I don't think that's been chosen yet today, and that is the different blues with this one. So if we get your jewellery from the back here, and let's go down. So your item of jewellery is a pendant. Now this pendant, you can have the pearl on or off of the jewellery, Bronnie, so it's going to be up to you. Oh, one of your oysters is a clapper there. So with this is the masqueraded heart. So you can see that it's darker crystals here. It's a heart base with 3 flowers within the centre, and lots of the darker crystal embedded across the heart there. So it's the flowered heart pendant on the website, 3 flowers in the centre. So if you choose to have your pearl on this one, it sits at the top. It can move around, or you can choose to have the pearl off the jewellery. Now I did say that you've got a clapper, which just means that this oyster here is, as you can see, open. I don't need to pop him, and straight away in there I can see, oh, run away, that you are twinning with gorgeous deep TARDIS blue pearls, Bronnie. So I'm just going to have a squidge there for you. So twinning blues to start with. Visually it does look like you've got one blue which is slightly larger than the other there. So the one on this side here looks like he's larger. we'll measure them at the end for you, of course. And then moving on to oyster number 2, which again is your mystery oyster. You've got a lighter double pop there. There's your mother of pearl. Oh, and you have a silvery lilac purple. So it is a base silver, and then he's got a lilac overtone to him. So if I just dry this up for you, so definitely base silver, but he does have, like I say, that sort of purpley tone to him there. Very, very light purple, as you can look at. He's gorgeous. Okay, so twinning TARDIS blues and a silver lilac purple. If I run them through the board for you, TARDIS blue number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Blue number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. So they are measuring different sizes there. The silver purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He is a 7. Okay. So before we make any choices, let's go up and get your lucky dip. So again, I'm just going to mix them up here and then dive in and pull out your card. And Bronnie, you have a trident there, which means you get to have a 10% off code sent to your email address. So if you would like to order in the future, you'll have a 10% off code that you can use. It will get sent across to the email address that's on the order form over the weekend, and you'll be able to use it straight away, or you can hold on to it because it doesn't have an expiry date. Now, regarding the jewellery and the pearls, would you like a pearl on or off of the pendant? And if on, which one would you like? No pearls and jump rings on all pearls. Does that include the 4 from the loyalty openings, or just the 3 from this order? So do you mean like all pearls, or just the ones from the turtley treats? But we're going to have no pearl on the pendant. That's absolutely fine. From both. Okay, perfect. On jump rings. Okay, so the invoice for that will also get sent across for you over the weekend, again to the email address that's on the order form. Bronnie, I hope you're happy with everything there as well, and that's safe up there for you. Very happy? Perfect. Okay, I think that's the end of the order list for today, actually. Just double checking. I'm loving our new game, guys, so I hope you guys are enjoying it just as much as me. We're going to be back again on Sunday evening, so if you'd like to join us on Sunday, we'll be live from around 7:30 p.m. And again, if you'd like to order, you'll be booking in now for Sunday. I hope you all have a brilliant weekend, and those of you in the UK, I hope you can sleep well tonight in the heat. But take care, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.